It all starts off with the idea that eternity is your home. There's something bigger than you and I, something that guides all of us to more. This is called the deepest realization. It's a powerful source that enables everything, the awakening of your mind. Tapping into this source of eternity is the only way to figure out what's truly for you. Read about things that show you who you are at your deepest level. This could be religious books, metaphysical books, self-help books, anything that reminds you that there's something deeper than just this bag of flesh that we all are. Then, what you need to do next is to be in places and be surrounded and inspired by people that remind you of this source. Then you want to meditate, contemplate, and pray daily so that you can steep into this source of eternity. When you make money, make it from this source. When you love someone, love from this source. And when you create something, create from this source. You will be giving yourself and the world your greatest gift. For me, when I first found out what my purpose was probably about 2 months ago. I did a deep dive into my past, and I realized that there was something I've always done that had a common theme. I've created poems in the past. I've made music, gotten into photography, made videos. I've tried launching clothing brands. I've designed clothing. I've designed just graphics in general. And the common theme of all of that stuff is I create something. And then that's when everything clicked for me. I was like, maybe my purpose is to create, because that's really all I've done my entire life since I was a kid up until now. And what that made me realize is that any creative endeavor I can be successful at, I just need to have the mindset that enables it. But recently I somehow lost touch with that ability to tap into the source. I was too busy worrying about external things and not focusing on internal. Everything that was happening on the outside was affecting me on the inside. And because of that, I stepped away from my goal and I brought myself into a life of mediocrity, which is something I've been trying to avoid for quite a while now. But while I was collecting knowledge to kind of understand where I'm at in life, I realized that virtually everything is unimportant. If you think about it, there are a lot of sources that are trying to take your attention away, whether it's people on social media, the news, your family, your friends. Everything is out to take your time, energy, and attention, which is your most valuable assets. And so it's up to you to kind of discern what's really important to you and what's not, because the power you have is the power of choice. You can choose what distracts you. You can choose what you get away with. You can choose what to focus on. It's literally just up to you. For me, I ended up having a discussion with my family, and they were like, my nonchalantness to, it's not even a word, me basically being uncaring about politics was a problem. The world is falling apart. We kind of already know this, but there's nothing that I can do as an individual that will change it. So I stopped caring about politics because it doesn't matter. It's picking of the lesser evil, but they're both evil. And we already know the president doesn't run the country. But let me not get into a side tangent. It's something I choose not to care about. With the power of choice, you have the ability to choose what matters to you and what doesn't matter to you. Because at the end of the day, all you have to do is worry about focusing on what's important to you, which is your goal, which is your purpose. And ironically, the most unproductive and the most unhappy people that I've met in my life are people that think everything matters. Why is that? Because they let everything affect them. I slipped into that mode recently, and guess what? I spent 2 weeks just depressed because I let everything matter. I let everything affect me. And so when I remembered a lot of things are unimportant and a lot of things are out of my control, that's when I was able to stay focused and remind myself of my purpose, which is why this video is being made. Avoid useless information, emotional triggers, pointless obligations, and people with no sense of direction. Then pursue knowledge that helps you build the life that you want. You have to become obsessed with building a life that's worth talking about. As Danko says, everything in life defaults to entropy. If you don't maintain a system, a moral code, or a certain lifestyle or skill, it falls apart. This is why people such as myself can be on such a high for weeks and then slowly lose momentum. And because I was slowing down, I thought that I needed to change my entire system of how I make content, when truthfully all I had to do was just manage the one that I'm currently using. And as a matter of fact, simplify it even more. Pick the needed skills to run the business or side hustle you wanted to start. Then dedicate yourself to learning the fundamentals through a project. That way, not only do you get out of tutorial hell, but you also actively have proof of concept. And then once you start learning the fundamentals, rest and restore. So that way you have energy to pursue more information. Sculpt your life where learning is fun, because knowledge is the same as power. Power is the same as leverage, and leverage is the same as opportunity. And you can only spot great opportunities if you have the awareness and knowledge to take it on. This is how you build the life you want while finding your purpose. Thank you for watching.